I'm Nancy Showalter, and you're listening to Spirituality for the Politically Incorrect podcast. Welcome, all radical paradigm shifters and creative change makers. You who dare to create a better life and a better world. Tap into the power that resides within you and use that power for constructive change. Hello and welcome to part one of our discussion on universal laws. Why are they so important? Paracelsus, who was a Swiss physician, he was a philosopher of the German Renaissance, he had a very interesting quote. He said, "The ultimate cause of human disease is the consequence of our transgression of the universal laws of life." So that's what we're going to talk about in this series on universal laws. Now, while there are many universal laws to understand, I'm going to focus on three primary ones that I believe are foundational. And from these three, you can unfold many others. But the three that I believe are foundational are the law of free will, the law of vibration, and the law of cause and effect. So let's define universal laws. From my perspective, I like to define them as the unchanging principles that govern every aspect of the universe. They're actually the foundation by which our world in the whole cosmos actually exists and expands. And these laws apply to all of us and all things in the universe, seen or unseen. So, as we understand these laws and learn to align with them, we'll find that life does flow more easily. You can actually take in stride and be grateful for whatever life brings you because you know that every condition and circumstance that comes to you is for your learning and growth. And think of it this way. We're now able to fly. Now, this is not because anyone has been able to change the laws of nature. Rather, the Wright brothers, who invented the airplane, learned how to apply nature's law to achieve the result they wanted of being able to fly. And it's very similar for all of these laws. The natural laws have not changed. As far as the natural forces are concerned, there were no airplanes prior to Wright brothers because we couldn't conceive of it being a possibility. And at the time, there were a lot of arguments against it. It's not been done, it can't be done, etc., etc. Yet the laws of airplanes existed before the Wright brothers figured it out, just as they still exist today. So it's the same with universal laws. They've always existed. You can learn to align with them in your life and apply them to become more productive. You'll be happier. You can be more at peace with yourself and the world. So many people are awakening to these laws. However, there are many who still hold on to the perception that life happens and there's no specific purpose or underlying reasons. Now, even in a world where we want instant answers or the secret formula to a happy and fulfilled life, we ultimately come to recognize there is no secret or a secret formula. Rather, it's a matter of choice, your choice. Now, Albert Einstein had a very interesting perspective. He said that the most important decision we can make is whether we believe we live in a friendly or hostile universe. So your answer to this question has a great impact on the choices you make and the life you create for yourself. So take a moment to answer this question. Do you believe you live in a friendly or hostile universe? And come up with 2 reasons why you believe that, and then write them down. Then reflect on how these beliefs have impacted your life. It's a very interesting exercise to do and to go through. So take that time, and next week talk about the law of free will, the very first one that I believe is foundational. So I will see you next week. Until then, keep an open mind, a generous heart, and a powerful spirit. Thank you for being with me today, and if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, download, and comment. I'd love to hear from you, and your support is much appreciated. And don't forget to go to theawakeningnow.com for free bonuses and information on my new book, You Were Born to Be a Christ, but You Were Taught You Are a Sinner. Awaken to who you really are. See you next week.